I just suggest.
Why do you think Richie doesn't do that?
Well, he does. He does with us. I don't know.
He does it with you.
Yeah. But, I try to reach out ahead of time. Like I think I reached out to you about a week before the convention to ask you if it was okay. Because I don't want to spring that on you the day of the convention when, you got, people sitting waiting at the table trying to get autographs and I'm bothering you with personal crap. So I like to, and a lot of times I have to send somebody over because I'm running my table as well. So I'm giving you the heads up. All right, I'm sending them over with this and, whatever you need, let me know and we'll send it. We'll send it over.
You know what the new way is that some vendors try to tell you no, they don't want you to get anything from their talent or do a trade. The new thing for every vendor to tell people, or at least a couple that I'm talking about, they say, "Oh, I can't do that. We're on a split. We're on a split." Meanwhile, I know goddamn well most of these guys are not doing splits with these people. I mean, especially with Legends of the Ring, they're not doing a split. Maybe they're doing a split at an independent wrestling show, or maybe at the Firehouse in Pennsylvania, but They're not doing a split at Legends of the Ring. And
honestly, you know what? I don't know what anybody's deals are. I don't. I'm the last person that ever calls somebody and says, "Hey, I was interested in bringing in Mean Gene. What did you pay him?" I would never do that. It's none of my business what deal everybody has. As James and Terrence and I all had a conversation about, vendor A could pay $1,000 for Mean Gene. Vendor B could pay $800 because maybe vendor B has a closer working relationship and a lot more trust there. So Mean Gene offers a discount to them. So I don't feel it's anybody's business.
Or vendor A just accepts the first number that the wrestler throws out.
Exactly. If you can't, the whole part about, you want to be a promoter, a booking agent, whatever you want to call it, it's all about negotiations, and it has to benefit both parties. You got to benefit the person you're bringing in, and also has to benefit our bottom line.
100%. Yes.
So.
And I thought, am I going to be on the phone with Terrence as well?
If you like.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. All right. You know what? We're going to take a commercial break, and we're going to get Terrence Brennan on the line, and we'll be right back.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Hey, it's Tony Schiavone, formerly of WCW, and I'm almost desperately out of time, but I want to remind you, you're listening to the Indie Super Show on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
Wrestling Superstore, selling wrestling memorabilia from all around the world, including WWE, Impact Wrestling, Japan, Mexico, and the very best of the independents. They've got action figures, DVDs, autographed memorabilia, t-shirts, magazines, trading cards, stickers, vintage video games, and more. Plus, stop in and get tickets for great promotions such as UWA Elite, CZW, and many others. Located indoors at the world-famous Englishtown Flea Market, Blue Building Booths, 46 through 48 on 90 Wilson Avenue in Manalapan Township, New Jersey. Open every Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Log on to Facebook.com/FunkensteinINC for more information.
What it do, baby boo? This is Casey Two Scoops Spinelli, and you're listening to the Indie Super Show on the Damage 365 Radio Network. Ba-bam!
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head?
Hey, wrestling promoters and booking agents. You know where you can get inexpensive prints of your hired talent? right here at Fast Copy Printing Center located in the Pearl of the Bay Shore. That's right. Whether you need 8x10s, 11x17s, posters, long format, or even weatherproof signs, we can do it all. We also can create promotional items for your business, such as pens, business cards, drink koozies, banners, or just a coffee mug. Stop on down to Fast Copy Print Center, 81 Broad Street in Keyport, New Jersey, or just call at 732-739-4646. No job is too big and satisfaction is guaranteed. Tell them Damage 365 sent you.
This is Saraya Knight, and you are listening to Damage 365 Radio. You want to play with me, boy?
What's going on, people? This is the King of Chaos, Logan Black, and you can catch me every Thursday night along with the boss man, Warriors of Wrestling's own Joey B, as we do our live Facebook Q&As on Facebook Live. Feel free to hop on in with any questions, comments, just about anything that pops into your head, and we're going to talk about it. We've got our own segments, we've got our own things to talk about every week, including what's pissing Joey off today. That's right, check us out on Facebook Live or right after the show. Damage 365 Radio Network. Check us out on there. It's posted. You can listen to it at any point that you want. I suggest listening to it sooner than later. Trust me, you've got nothing better to do. That's Thursday nights, 10 o'clock, Facebook Live, or right afterwards on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
Animals, come out and play. This is Nyla Rose and Native Beast, and you're listening to Damage 365 Radio.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and at this time, joining myself and Ken, Terrence Brennan of Legends of the Ring. Terrence, officially, finally, welcome to the show.
Finally here. Thank you for having me.
This is what I have to do. I have to make a show complaining about you just to get you on. I mean, come on, man. Shit.
I've never been asked.
I don't know, man. I was told you're not social.
You're not social. All alone, bored, so I had plenty of time to come on tonight.
Well,
I'm hoping Terrence rips somebody a new asshole.
Oh, Jesus. I can name one website. I can name one website that'll get them going, but we won't get into that just yet. But all right, so we I had my conversation with your partner James last week, and we did this show, and yes, I'm one of the people that were complaining and bringing up points and things like that, but at no point did I feel that I was burying anybody or speaking ill will about anyone. And then you and I had a phone conversation after the show, which I felt went well, and everything was out in the clear. So basically, where do you go from here? Because I mean, you heard the grievances, you read it, you listened. There's a lot of people out there, whether it's fans, promoters, vendors, whatever it is, or all have a consistent gripe about certain things. So, where do you go from here?
Ken was right on point. This is going to be Legends of the Ring 27, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, we started back in 2003. Or 2000 started back. It was August of 2004. We ran a very small event. We had Bruno, Harley Race, Nick Bockwinkel, the Wild Simone, Dominic DiNucci, Bob Becklin, and Gary Capata there doing MC and doing moderator the question and answers. And hit small loss, but each guy had 500 autographs each for us. So it was we only drew maybe 180 fans, which was good for the first time out.
Mm-hmm.
So to this day, I'm still profiting on Legends of the Ring 1. Stacks and stacks of photos of people who are now deceased.
Right.
So Bob Backlund actually signed 500 photos?
That was part of
the
the
deal.
deal.
It was it was part of the deal, okay. Because some of these guys won't even sign extras. That's another thing. A lot of these guys, they don't want to sign.
Well, that's just silly.
The bigger names.
That's just silly. You're paying them to do. You're paying them to sign.
One thing if they go overtime and you're taking advantage of them, but they're there for 3 hours. You're done 2 hours and 30 minutes, and you're there for a half hour. They're still on the clock.
Right.
You know, if you throw 100 photos and they get those photos done before 3 o'clock, that's the time you're paying them. What you do with photos afterwards is completely up to you.
Yeah. It doesn't work with everybody, but
Ahmed Johnson photos from 1996.
Yeah, I think
I've actually torn them up before. I know James has torn stuff up when he's got upset and just starts ripping them up to rip up autographed photos.
Well, they have very little resale value. I mean, it's like anything. If
$5.
$5. Everything. Look, everybody always posts. Oh, how much is this worth? It's only worth what someone's willing to pay for it. So, if someone's willing to pay $25 for it, then it's worth $25. If someone's only willing to pay $10, and that's the highest offer you got, then it's only worth $10. And people need to understand that. Just because you bring in a big cast, doesn't make his autograph automatically $50 because he was just on TV. It's the market dictates the value.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kevin, can I ask Terrence a question?
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Terrence, we were talking about the hotel. Now, like I said, I was telling Kevin there's certain points he made that I thought were very good. And, and again, like I said, we have a very good, I don't know, let's say we have a good relationship now. I think it's probably been pretty good for the last probably 3, 4, 5 years, as opposed to what it was the 10 years prior here, on and off. But I don't want to sugarcoat things. There are things that I didn't like about your show that, and if we're going to be real and we're going to be honest here and stuff like that, which I think we should be. The first thing is that I think when you had your shows probably about a couple of years ago, the main problem I had with them, and I hear this occasionally, is that there were times when you guys would bring a platinum guest, a VIP guest, the super ticket. And I was one vendor that used to complain about that because you had the platinum guest line, you had the 2 super ticket lines, you had the VIP guest line and another VIP guest line. And then the people in the vendor room are looking at each other like, well, how are any of these people within 5 hours going to get to me? And that was a gripe. And now people are saying, well, now you have no VIP and you have no platinum guest, and it's just a super ticket. And I always thought your show was best by having a platinum guest, a super ticket, and that's it. No VIP, no, the big draw, the super ticket, which I guess works for you guys to this day. And that way there's enough time for everybody, for the draw to draw in the crowd, and then you have your super ticket, and then people can then come to me and Damage and even Richie DeGregor.
The thing sometimes about that is that people don't know how to manage their time properly. We try to hand out numbers and do it in blocks, and people just sometimes don't understand that. We try and look out for the vendors, and the way I know me and James have spoken about it before is some is in a guest in their will quickly buy them. But yeah, I do see your point when it comes to the room being empty because everybody's online for different guests, but they don't realize they don't have to wait on the line.
Well, we know. Listen, I'm not knocking the wrestling fan base when I say this, but
oh, here we go.
You know.